Hello and welcome to Vegan Cooking Club. This is a short video on how to make banana muffins, and you can look at the board. You can see I've got the recipe here. You want to preheat your oven first to either 176 degrees Celsius or 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Grease and flour your pan. Then we've got your dry ingredients here and your wet ingredients. And then some optional ingredients like nuts and raisins or cranberry. It only takes 20 minutes in the oven and it yields 12 muffins. So we're going to start with greasing the pan. Now, you can use any oil you want. If you have shortening, that would be great. But I really only use olive oil or coconut oil. And of the two, olive oil is more economical. So you get a paper towel with some oil on it, and you just put it in all of your muffin pans. You want to make sure that each one is oiled sufficiently. Otherwise, your muffins will definitely stick, and you don't want that. I'm going to make sure that everything is oiled completely. I did see something on the internet that you could mix flour and oil and shortening together. I think those are the three ingredients. And if you do that, then you don't need the flour. But I'm going to grease and flour these, so I'll show you how to do that. Now the next thing, after each one of these has been oiled, you want to take some flour and just sprinkle some flour in all of them, in all of the pans, like that. And now it's just a matter of just shaking it around, making sure that all of it, that everything is floured. And then you just pour out the rest. So it's a little messy, but it works. And so there's your greased and floured pan. Okay, so we're going to start with our dry ingredients. So this calls for, as you can see, a half a cup of white flour. So when you're measuring flour, you just scoop into the bag as much as you can, and then you take a knife, a regular bread knife, and even out the flour. You don't want to pack your flour or it gets too bready. We're going to put this into the sifter, and along with that, we're going to put 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and baking powder, we're going to put 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. Now I bought this can from the States. The baking powder is Turkish, but the can is from the States because it has a nice leveler on there. So that's 1 teaspoon. And here's a 1/2 teaspoon. And put that into the sifter. Then we're going to put 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. I buy this by the kilo in Emdunu, which is much cheaper. And I use it for everything. I use it for cleaning, so it's 1/4 teaspoon. We're going to take salt, and we're going to just put a good pinch of salt in there. It's a generous pinch. And that's all. We're going to sift this a couple of times because you really want to mix the baking powder and the baking soda well into your mix. If they're not mixed well, you can get brown spots on top of your muffins, and also it tastes terrible. If you've got a clump of, if you ever taste a clump of baking powder in a baked good, it tastes terrible. So we're going to sift that a couple times easily. And then I'm going to add 1 cup of whole wheat flour. Now the reason that we put the whole wheat flour in last is because this whole wheat flour has particles, has wheat particles in it, and it doesn't go well with the sifter. And because this is a small bag, I'm going to do 2 half cups. Again, I just grabbed a whole bunch of flour, and now I'm just leveling it off with the knife. You never pack it, so that's 1 half cup. And then 1 half cup more. And just stir it around, just get it mixed up a little bit. And that's it. That is our dry ingredients. Okay, and now we're going to move on to our wet ingredients. Now, the recipe calls for 3 large ripe bananas. You can see how ripe these are. But I weighed 3 ripe large bananas, and they weighed about 600 grams. And because we're not using any eggs, because we're not using any egg replacement, it's okay to have a little more banana. So this is 600 grams of banana, which turns out to be 5 small bananas. And so we just take them out, put them in the bowl. And what we're going to do with these, to start off with, is we're just going to mash them a little bit. Now, you can just take a fork and just mash them on the side. And you can see, because they're ripe, they mash down really easily. It's not a difficult process at all. And you just get down in there. Now, at some point we are going to switch to a mixer, but not at first. When you first do this, you can mash them, so it's good exercise. You can really get some strength into your hands. You might want to switch hands. I'm left-handed, so I want to stay with my left hand. I'm just mashing these down, and you can see that they start to get a little liquid. You can see the liquid there a little bit. They're very moist. Now I'm going to switch again. Just get this really down into mash the bananas. And you can see that as we do this, they get wetter and wetter, which is what we want. Okay. Now to this, these are the bananas. Now you can see that they're kind of wet. I'm going to add a teaspoon of vanilla. Now this vanilla I made myself, and it's easy to make. You just need vanilla beans, and you need some vanilla beans, and I made this worse. You just need some vanilla beans and some alcohol. Let it steep. That has been steeping for about 2 years now. Maybe 2.5 years. And if you could smell it, you could tell it's really nice. So I'm going to put a teaspoon of this vanilla in here. I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. That's 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. Now usually I put my coconut oil in before I put my agave syrup in. Now if you're not vegan, you could use honey, but I prefer this agave syrup. You can find both the coconut oil and the agave syrup if you're in Turkey, in Istanbul, at Ucuz Jular in the Spice Bazaar. This is 3 tablespoons of agave syrup, and you can see, if you can see the spoon, it's totally clean because the coconut oil sort of greases the spoon. And so we've got the bananas, coconut oil, agave syrup, and vanilla. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to beat them. So I'm going to move the baking soda, the salt, and the cinnamon. Okay, so I cleaned up a little bit, and the next thing we're going to do is we're going to mix our wet ingredients. Now, when you mix your wet ingredients, you want to use beaters or some kind of mixer because you really want to get them, you want to incorporate a lot of air into them. So this is going to get a little messy. A little noisy. I use a spatula to make sure that everything gets mixed in here. I keep the beaters in the middle so it doesn't splatter too much. Just want to get it nice and mixed up. I'm just incorporating some air in here. Now, when we have the wet ingredients all mixed up, what we're going to do now is just fold our dry ingredients. We're going to put all the dry ingredients on top of this. Now this is where you want to be careful. If you mix it too much, then it will be more like bread. It'll get very heavy. You'll activate the gluten, and this will be a very heavy, and you want it more cake-like. So you just want to gently go around. You're still mixing it, but you're not aggressively mixing it. You don't use the beaters. Absolutely don't use the beaters. Now you can see that the wet ingredients are starting to mix with the dry ingredients. Now there's still a lot of, you can still see a lot of flour. Now I'm going to add my optional nuts, and I used cranberries this time. 1/4 cup of cranberries, 1/4 cup of chopped walnuts. I'm just going to put those in, and we're going to continue to fold. And I'm just going around. Notice I'm not really mixing this like we mix the wet ingredients. We're just getting the dry ingredients incorporated. And just until they're mixed, you can see I'm just getting on the edges here. I'm going around the edge and pushing through the middle. I'm not really mixing this too much. And that's it. So once they're mixed, okay, and now what we're going to do is take our batter and put it in our muffin cup. So I take a big tablespoon of batter, and you need 2 spoons. And just grab a tablespoon and just fold it into the muffin cups. It's easy to do. Our oven is hot, so once we get these filled, we're going to pop them into the oven. They'll take about 20 minutes to cook. And it's great. You're not using any eggs. You're not using any animal products at all. That's what makes these vegan. And they're very delicious. You actually can't tell the difference. I was really surprised about that. You know, I've eaten many vegan products, and sometimes, you know, I haven't always liked the result. But these I really love. I think they're really well done. Great recipe. I actually adopted this from another recipe online. It was a southern cooking recipe or something, and it did have eggs in it. But I just omitted the eggs and it worked fine. For sometimes when you cook without eggs, you want to mix flaxseed and water, and that's a good egg replacement, but it really isn't necessary because I think because of bananas. I think the bananas are what makes this rise. But you notice I'm trying to evenly fill each of these cups. Now if you have children, they can lick the bowl afterwards because they don't have to worry about any raw egg in the recipe. So it's really delicious. So that's it. We've filled the muffin cups, and now what we're going to do is put this into the oven. These are fresh out of the oven, and they took a little longer, about 25 minutes. The way you know is you stick a knife into them while they're in the oven, and it should come out clean. If it doesn't come out clean, they're not quite ready. So you've got your muffins here. What you want to do is take a knife and run it around the outside, and then you can see that they'll pop up so they don't stick. Now this is way too hot to eat. You want to cool them down for about 10 minutes until they're completely cool, and then you can serve them with coffee or eat them alone. They work as a breakfast, lunch, it doesn't matter. They're really, really versatile, very tasty. Another thing that you can do is you can put them in the freezer and you can freeze them for up to 3 months. So they're great if you have an unexpected guest. You grab a couple of them out of the freezer. It takes them about 20 minutes to 25 minutes to thaw, and you're in business. So that is it. That is our vegan banana muffins. So thank you for coming to Vegan Cooking Club, and auf Wiedersehen.